Welcome back, guys. I'm your host, Colin Sopio, and guess what? On set today we have Brian Otieno, former St. Joseph player, and currently still a player. Remember to view, like, comment, and subscribe on our channel. Don't forget to leave to comment on the comment section. So, Brian, we move on to France. France won 4-1 against Australia. Australia took the lead, and France did a comeback and eventually went on to win the match with Giroud, Olivier Giroud. In fact, Giroud has now equaled Thierry Henry's record, and with just a single goal, he'll overtake Thierry Henry as the all-time France goal scorer. What do you make of that? In general, what do you make of the France national team?
In general, the France national team is a world-class team. Every player knows what has brought him to do, what has brought him to the World Cup, and the kind of job that is needed to be done. And as you said that Nani equal record ya Henry, kama fans wa Arsenal kaa sisi bado narudi tu home. Giroud was our player, Henry was our player. Sasa kama fans wa Arsenal tunasikia tu tuko fit, so tuna enjoy. It's a good thing for Giroud, and tunamwishia kila the best na avunje record na iongeze kwa zaidi.
So do you think that now Giroud will go out guns blazing going for that record, or do you think that he'll just stop at that?
He has that hunger to be in the record books, so I'm gunning for you.
So back to the match. France won the match 4-1. Do you think that it was a comfortable win?
It was a very comfortable win, and as you saw the match, France were like all guns blazing. The forwards, the runs, the kind of runs they were making, tactically, France was just all over Australia.
Do you think that they missed Paul Pogba and Kante in the middle of the park?
Even we didn't notice if Paul Pogba and Kante were not in the pitch. The game was just flowing as it was flowing. Surely
they have to be missed. You remember they are World Cup champions. And in 2018 they really came into the party for France. It has according to me, it has really left a gap in the middle of the park, considering that Techumi is making his first appearance in Qatar 2022. Do you think that he can handle the pressure that the likes of Pogba and Kante used to do for the French?
It's a big responsibility for him, but I think it's time for him to show us who he really is. So he has to bring on the game.
He has to come to the party.
Mapema ndo best.
Okay. Well said, Techumi. You have to come to the party. We still have so many world-class players, a plethora of talents, the likes of Kylian Mbappe,
speed star.
We still have Giroud at the back. We have the likes of Upamecano. We have Konate. The list is endless.
We have Coman.
Are you rooting for France to go all the way to the final and finally defend the cup?
It's a very big responsibility based on the kind of teams that are in the World Cup. The task ahead is very hard to handle, but France needs to put their head in the game, one game at a time, and see where the game takes them.
Well, we move on swiftly to Spain. The Spanish champions, the 2010 champions, when African World Cup was finally hosted on African soil, and Spain really went all the way to the final and finally lift the cup. So what do you make of Spain? Enrique's team, he has a blend of experience and young talents. What do you make of Spain?
Spain, tactically, I think Spain are well organized. At the back, at the middle, and at the front.
I do have to agree with you on that part. I think that Spain, at the moment, are the most organized team, the most composed team.
And they are so disciplined when they have the ball.
But the funny thing is that the conversion of Rodri from midfield to a centre back. Because currently Rodri is playing at the back with Laporte of Man City. What do you make of that? Is it a tactical change, or is it just a tactical genius? Because we haven't noticed any problems for this guy Rodri.
You know, okay, I think it's a tactical idea that Enrique is ensuring in Rodri, because if the defenders have the ball, Rodri can move in the middle of the park. One fullback, that is Alaba, will not advance as far as attacking the winger.
That is
Alba.
That is Jordi Alba.
Yeah.
And the other youngster who plays for Barcelona.
I think Rodri, his main job is to play at the center of the park and advance forward.
So
it is actually a false 3 defense.
Okay.
But in the real picture, if they are defending deep enough, Rodri will cover them up and become a 4-man defense.
So
that's what I see.
Do you expect that the Spanish outfit will maintain the same blueprint that they have been using over the years? That is the tiki-taka kind of style. Do you think that they will maintain it to all the way, or at some point they will abandon their system?
No, their tactical headmaster, that is Luis Enrique,
the former Barcelona coach,
Champions League winner. He cannot change his formation or his tactic or the way he plays. Players play according to how the coach wants.
And do you think that he has drilled the young ones really to a point that they can feel that it's a team which has gelled for long and it has played for long? Considering that they have also young players, the likes of Pedri, Gavi, and also it's a blend of experience and young talents, because we still have Sergio Busquets as the main anchor in the middle of the park, who stitches everything in the middle of the park. He sets the Spanish team to move forward. What do you make of Busquets? Is it his last dance, or do you think that he still have time to play at that level?
Considering the age of Busquets, all he's doing is setting the pace for Pedri and Gavi at the middle of the park. And actually he is a figure that needs to be emulated by Pedri, considering the amount of time that he has spent in Barcelona and the national team.
Well, guys, the discussion is getting interesting. Remember, this is Sporten TV and we're coming to you live. Remember to view, like, subscribe and share. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Colin Sopio. And remember, we are covering Matters World Cup. Remember to view, like, share and subscribe, and leave your comment on the comment section down below. And on set today we have Brian Otieno, former St. Joseph player, and also a pundit. So Brian, welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much.
So we move on swiftly. Netherlands played against Senegal, that is the Lions of Teranga, the African champions. Currently, Senegal are ranked number 18 in the world, and Netherlands are ranked number 8 in the world. What do you make of that match?
Ilikuwa interesting hiyo match, sababu tukiona wakicheza hivi Senegal ni kama wamemiss Sadio Mane. Hawana hiyo motivation ya kupush forward kama vile Netherlands walikuwa. Like Netherlands walijua eventually tutawapata tu. That is why Senegal walikuwa na sit back, wana absorb to pressure, ku keep ball inawashinda. But deep down Senegal wana miss Sadio Mane.
Mane, talk of Mane. I think Mane is among the best players that Senegal had coming to this World Cup. Do you think it was something that will really come to haunt Senegal at the latter stages of this competition?
Yeah, you know, Sadio Mane brings a totally different kind of, I think, style for Senegal. The way he attacks, he wants it more. But kulingana na vile nimeona game, Senegal hawa push forward sana. They tend to sit back behind, wakaina boli, and as wakijaribu kumove forward inakuwa ngumu sana.
You mean that they sit at the back, soak up the pressure, and then
hoping for a
counter-attack.
counter-attack. Na hiyo counter-attack Sadio Mane ndio ameleta poa. But I work.
But considering that game, Senegal had their chances, but they didn't convert them. They had more possession than the Dutch. They had more attempts on goal than the Dutch. But they didn't just kill the game.
They kept pushing.
What do you think that the Senegal tactician, that is Aliou Cisse, can bring in and maybe ring some changes and shake up the team so that on their next match they can win the match, because the group is still wide open. They can still win their match and hope for the best.
Okay. Senegal, considering the kind of squad they have a very good breed of players. Most of the players are playing abroad, like this Chelsea man.
That is Koulibaly, and we also have Mendy between the sticks.
Yeah, I think he has a very good squad. All they deserve is that they need to put their mindset right for the games that are ahead of them. They need to get maximum points with the teams that are remaining. Even if it is so bad, it can be a draw. It will help them way forward. Like I said, one game at a time.
One game at a time, it is said.
Yeah, one game.
Brian, it's one game at a time for Senegal.
Yeah.
What do you make of Idrissa Gueye, the former PSG player, currently is at Everton? Do you think that he really manned up that midfield? It was a midfield battle of De Jong and Idrissa Gueye. Who do you think won that battle? Because I think on that day, De Jong really was losing the balls very easily.
Yeah.
He wasn't even dictating much of the play as we are used to when he plays for Barcelona. What do you make of that?
Okay, tactically, I think De Jong's main objective was to displace Idriss. And even if you look at the match closely, you will see that whenever De Jong had the ball, or whenever Van Dijk had the ball, De Jong was dropping to collect the ball, but deep down he was not dropping to collect the ball. He was attracting Idriss, and by attracting Idriss, it will open up gaps whereby Gakpo was ending up unmarked. That is why Gakpo was collecting all the balls and distributing the balls to the wide players like Memphis.
So do you think that the vast experience that Sadio Mane has, do you think he could have made any difference if he was fit enough to start the match?
Yeah.
Considering that the Dutch at the back, they have the likes of Van Dijk, they have the likes of Daley Blind, the former Manchester United player. What do you make of that?
Like I said, Mane brings a total kind of a different breed of attacking style, and Van Dijk knows him. Mane doesn't give up easily. He fights for the ball. He wants the ball all the time. He knows the spaces that need to be attacked. He knows the kind of runs that he is supposed to make. So I think, Senegal really needs Sadio Mane.
So what can Aliou Cisse do? Do you think that they should the coming match, should they go all attacking, or should they be a little bit cautious, soaking the pressure, then hit on the counter-attacks?
I don't think they need to sit back and absorb all the pressure, because if you sit back and absorb all the pressure, at one end you are going to lose concentration, and by that so many gaps are going to open up.
I think Brian has it on spot on.
Yeah.
Senegal lost concentration and they lost their cool at about in the 84th minute.
Yeah.
That's when Gakpo did the magic.
Yeah.
And the ball was at the back of the net. Do you think that it was a little bit too late for them to make that comeback?
It was late, because there is nothing that could be done. Time had gone, you see, and it really gave them a shocker. They never expected to absorb so much only to lose it at the end.
Wow, wow, wow. Remember, keep on viewing, keep on watching. We are live at Sporten TV.
Yeah.
We move on swiftly. We move to Belgium.
Yeah.
Word on the street has it that the golden generation of Belgium has been wiped out, because mainly Belgium are currently ranked second, going by the FIFA rankings.
Yeah.
Do you think that the vast experience that Martinez has and the experience that Belgium has, especially at the back, with the likes of Vantogen and Wilderwide, do you think that this time it can be something special, something different? Can they go all the way?
I think they'll go all the way up to maybe the round of 16. That is where we shall see the true colors of Belgium.
Remember, you are talking about the likes of Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, we are talking about the likes about Hazard, but I'm telling you, at the round of 16, that's where we are going to see whether Belgium will bring it to the table or come to the party.
Are you satisfied by yesterday's result?
No.
Considering that Canada had a penalty saved by Thibaut Courtois,
yeah.
and immediately towards the end of first half, Belgium took the lead through Michi Batshuayi, and they went on to win the game. But in terms of creativity, in terms of football knowledge, I think that Canada really overplayed the Dutch.
The Belgium.
The Belgium.
Okay, like I said, in this World Cup, so many teams are underrating other teams, forgetting that this is the World Cup.
This is it.
Yeah, this is the World Cup. There is no other way you can prove yourself but at the World Cup. Canada brought it to the table. Belgium underrated the underdogs, but they never expected maybe to win by 1 goal margin.
Well, it's World Cup Qatar 2022, the grandest stage of them all. We'll be right back. Remember, keep on viewing, keep on sharing, and don't forget to leave a comment on the comment section down below. I'm your host, Collins Opio. We'll be right back.